been released recently. Sewanya and Sejirinya. Judiciary has come out to dismiss reports that the only reason they were granted bail was because the Chief Justice spoke about it and asked for a speedy trial and pointed fingers at the state.
Yes.
So there's been those concerns from people saying that they took too long.
Yes.
Because since September coming to 2 years without granting these MPs bail. Why now are you granting them bail after all the time?
And finding no case at all.
Yes. No, there's not. It's not that there's no case at all. Actually, Karimani, the judiciary spokesperson, is explaining to Rashida Naka in there, saying that they still them being granted bail, and he dismisses those reports that we did not give them bail because the judiciary judiciary's chief Wijini Dolo came out and spoke about it, saying we need to do a speedy thing on these MPs. It's because the state came out and objected, removed its objection to granting them bail, and they presented substantial sureties, and that's how they were granted bail.
We have got no objection about their bail application, their bail, because it is their right. But we want to call upon the state that since it is within your mandate, and this is a crime, a criminal allegation, it is upon you to go into investigations and review whatever findings to court.
About the release of the two NUP legislators, what does the judiciary has to say about it?
I know the honorable members of parliament have been previously applying for bail unsuccessfully or for various reasons, but they were released on bail, which means that they are going to wait for the hearing of their case while they are out. When time comes, they will summon them to appear and the case will be heard, and then the court will decide on the outcome of the case.
We say that courts should wait for the Chief Justice to come out and speak, then after people are released.
This bail application was pending before the Chief Justice said anything, and it was fixed and heard, and the MPs fulfilled the requirements for the grant of bail, and the court had to grant them bail. So it's not that it's a result of the Chief Justice seeking that they were granted bail.
Ojali kugagwira uchumika muzepiri Galaxy FM. I'm still with Pamela Isa Marachom to YouTube Galaxy FM /TV. Ngatvodeyo.
Yeah, let's go to the incident that happened at Entebbe Expressway, that is in Busega, Chengera. There was an accident that happened yesterday at about 9:30 p.m. It involved a Premio and a Canter. The Premio was being driven by a certain man. He has been identified as Rothimio Douglas from Namirembe. And then the Canter had electric poles on it, and it was overloaded with electric poles. But according to Farida Nampima, who is the Uganda Traffic Police spokesperson, she says that this incident, they attribute it to reckless driving on the part of the Premio driver. I think he was trying to overspeed, and then he bumped into the Canter. But also the Canter has been blamed. The Canter driver has been blamed for overloading.
Honestly speaking, like,
and he has currently fled. His identity is not known, so police is also hunting for him.
But honestly speaking, I've seen the images, I've seen the video. It is terrifying, it is annoying. Every time I'm driving and I'm close to cars that are carrying such, electric poles, there's a time I was next to a car. Bino bitwake binene nga stood the motoke endala munana. I was like, yo,
keep your distance.
Bricks, what? I try to keep my distance. And the express, what was even no kwedi kuba abantu tebabumanyi. There are a lot of amateurs on that road.
Yeah.
People are driving in wrong lanes.
And at a very high breakneck speed.
Waliwe motoka abana bakanyuga circuit yawo, and then some people get scared,
Yeah.
And like I've seen a lot of learners on the express, and like we are on the mercy of God,
That's
Oli bamuisake motoka zijjanga satu. Eyo kuna naawuguka. Navayo nayagala okudda eri.
Accident.
Something has to be done about the express, but it is bloody.
No, I don't know, because it's an express, so you can't say that maybe they should put up speed bumps. You can't say that there should be traffic police on the express to regulate it, because it's an expressway. So probably, maybe they have to look at the licenses of those people who are on the express. Honestly, and see if you are authorized.
There are two lanes, There's one, wobo genda vuga mpola vugire eno. On this other lane.
Who knows even bueno,
that is the problem. That people have UBM, they want to show the strength of their car. People have emergencies, like you don't know.
I think it's more of emergencies.
Like omuntu adda mu lane eno naye nga avugiranga ku 10. 20 kilometers per, and you're like, come on.
By the
yes.
Besides vehicles, there are people who actually use this road. You find pedestrians moving, and there's no
nga basala ng'alingiza n'aleeta omutwe n'aleeta omutwe, then kati awo
these guys have no mercy for those guys who are walking along that road.
Actually, are they supposed to be there? They're not supposed to be there.
But they know that not
first of
everybody
all,
who uses
mood,
there are people who stay along
the
that
mood,
express road.
the mode and the manner in which those people cross the road, aba akanyuga bwati okugulu nze naluli omukazi ng'ayamba
because of the way the cars move.
ng'ayambadde, and then akasiripa ne kasigala emabega. I was like, kati ono agenda kuddayo. Emmotoka tezisiba bannaye ku makubo ago. Cars are in bad conditions. People are stressed. But most importantly, people also don't see. Like ojja kulowoleza omuntu,
maybe Uganda is not ready for an express road.
Akulaba, ninga takulaba.
Yeah, that's also an issue, by the way. Eye problems.
Yes, people don't see.
Even this guy who got an accident, yes, probably he did not even see clearly.
Exactly, so.
Yeah, because it was 9:30 in the night. And, there's also a concern of the electric lights.
Yes.
Because I've heard KCCA has that plan to put up electricity
poles.
Yeah, there should be some lights. Because
I think it was in the initial budget or something.
But there's also vandalism. They are still stealing some of the things. Whenever they put in place something, people come and vandalize it. Because there's no sort of security along the road. It is free. Anyone can use it the way they like.
Remember one of the effects, one of the problems, the challenges faced by people that were constructing that railway we used to study about in high school. Do you remember it? Was it the East African Railway, the Uganda-Kenya Railway? One of the challenges, vandalism.
Yeah. I mean, like, people are anti-growth, anti-development.
Ebintu ebyo bikyabaawo in 2023.
Anti-vandalism now it has shifted gears. It is now on electricity poles and you can see on the expressway there's still vandalism. So it's crazy how...
Nga tuvuddeyo eyo, nga tuwumba.
And we have 2 more stories to go. Let's first go to Nachin, to Judith. She was a former immigrant who traveled abroad to work under certain security and under one of these companies, the labor export companies called Nile Treasure Gate Company Limited. And when she went there, sadly, her kidney was harvested by a group of people. And it was established it was truly taken away from her, and some people were arrested. Middle East countries. Yes. Some people were arrested she was in Saudi Arabia, to be particular. So the people were arrested for aggravated trafficking. The people of Nile Treasure Company, Gate Company. So they have been on remand since I think 2019 December, and they were just yesterday granted bail. So their relatives are saying, we do not have objection to granting them bail, but we want justice for this girl of ours whose kidney was harvested because she went through agents, she went through an unlicensed company, and that is why they were charged for taking her, for trafficking her. And she lost her kidney along the way. So the relatives are saying, fine, if you've granted them bail because it's their right, why is the state delaying? It's been a long time already.
That's why we have Nachin on record.
The relatives of Nachin.
We have got no objection about their bail application, their bail, because it is their right. But we want to call upon the state that since it is within your mandate, and this is a crime, a criminal allegation, it is upon you to go into investigations and review whatever findings to court such that our own victim gets justice. Therefore, we turn our eyes to the state. If you are not compromised in this, then tell us, why do you delay? We have an embassy in Saudi Arabia. Even some officials from the embassy, we hear, they visited this girl in the hospital. You told us that you dispatch people to go to Saudi Arabia. We are not sure whether they are still there, but we are ready to receive whatever investigations you bring from there.
Mwana, very sad, extremely sad indeed. Mukama ekaya ayamba. Ngatuvuddeyo eyo.
Yeah, the head teachers of public and private schools are concerned. They have come out to express their concern on why UCE, Senior 4 candidates, performed very poorly in science subjects, mostly biology. Remember, biology was the worst performed subject. Chemistry, physics, those subjects were performed really badly during the UCE 2022 examinations.
Yes.
So some of the head teachers of public schools and private schools are saying there is a lot of concern, especially the public schools. The government needs to invest more in laboratories. Some of them have laboratories with expired drugs, expired chemicals, not drugs.
Apparatus and everything, yes.
Expired chemicals that they use to train, so they can't use them. Others do not have laboratories at all. Others have laboratories as buildings, but they do not have equipment inside to use. So it makes no sense, by the way. If you look at science teachers earning 4 million per month, and the government is looking at it as one of the ways to improve the performance of science subjects without looking at
where they're teaching from.
Where they're teaching from and
the environment.
Yes.
We have a makeshift laboratory which sometimes works as an examination room. We have to shift some things in and then out to make sure we have either a class or a lab depending on which time.
Most of the chemicals in our lab are expired, mainly because of the long period of lockdown.
The performance remains poor because they haven't addressed the issues, which are the issues of the children, the issues of the teachers, the school environment, the laboratories, and the employment structure.
Behavior, no. I guess I was in a way to Pam, how was your yesterday, by the way, before I release you?
It was a cool Valentine's. What do you want me to say?
Keep elaborating. It was a cool one. It was a nice one. I do
not have to give you details of everything that happened.
But it was
a nice one.
You're happy?
How was yours, meanwhile?
Terrible. It actually didn't happen for me. It sounds of DJ Neptune to me up with Ruga. Good morning.